Hello and welcome to another open box review. Today we're going to be doing the Aurora 4-inch marine spreader light. So let's get it open. You're going to have your warranty cards. There it is. Stainless steel mounting hardware. Your mating Deutsch connector or DT connector. And lastly, you're going to have the Aurora 4-inch marine spreader. So we'll take off the protective covering there. And so these are new to the market. These spreader lights feature a 4-inch lens that's sealed inside of an aluminum powder coated body. These have an overall length of 5 inches, so these lights are perfect for illuminating the deck of any boat. On the back of the marine spreader, we're going to notice this military breather here. This device is what regulates the air inside of the Aurora spreader so you don't get moisture inside of the lens, which leads to premature failure. The next thing you're going to notice is the premium wire that is wrapped in a very durable material that's going to protect the wire. At the end of the wire, you will notice the DT connector. These DT connectors are world renowned for their waterproof capabilities. Each Aurora light will always come with one of these. And just so you can see how they work, takes a little bit of effort to put it in there, but eventually it's going to snap in and you have yourself a waterproof connection. There you have it. So the Aurora wide angle seam beam pattern emits the light at 120 degrees. A normal flood beam emits the light at 60 degrees. So it's about double the width. When we looked at some of the competitor lights that were on the market, we found that almost all of them were equipped with a beam pattern of only 45 degrees, which creates more of a flood or a spot beam pattern. In order for a spreader light to be effective, you want a really wide light pattern to illuminate your work area. When you have a light that produces a spot beam pattern, it's going to throw the light into the distance, which really doesn't help you light up your immediate work area. Some other things to note about Aurora spreader lights when comparing them to the competitors. You will notice that Aurora only has 4 LEDs, and competitors have 5 or 6 LEDs per spreader light. But let's take a closer look to see if LED quantity automatically equals a better and brighter light. So we'll start with the LED chips. As mentioned earlier, Aurora uses Cree LEDs. The competitors didn't list a brand of LED chip that they use. So what about LED wattage? Aurora uses 10 watt Cree LEDs, and a competitor A uses a 2.4 watt LED chip, and competitor B uses a 1 watt LED chip. Lumens, so how bright is it? The Aurora spreaders produce 1800 lumens with only 4 LEDs, while competitor A, with 6 LEDs, produces 780 lumens. Competitor B comes somewhat close at 1150 lumens. So in conclusion, more LEDs doesn't automatically mean it will be a brighter light or brighter than Aurora. As you can see, Aurora is the brightest, but it has the least amount of LEDs. So what about size? Does size really matter? The answer is no. Aurora spreaders lights are compact and with an overall length of just 5 inches, whereas both competitors had an overall length of close to 6 inches. Then when you look at the depth of the product, and we're talking from the front to the back, the measurement of the Aurora spreader light is only 2.1 inches, whereas both competitors were 3 inches. So we conclude in this scenario that size doesn't matter. So what about beam pattern? Aurora offers a wide 120 degree beam pattern. Competitor A offers a 45 degree beam pattern, which is in between a flood and a spot beam. And competitor B, well, they didn't even list the beam pattern that they had. So what about ingress rating, the IP rating? This is the rating that will ensure your light does not fail prematurely from bad weather. Aurora has the highest rating of an IP69, competitor A has an IP68, and competitor B has an IP67 rating. So again, Aurora is going to be the best in that quality. Okay, so the final piece, the one you've been waiting for, price, right? So now that you know all the details, let's talk about price. Which is the most expensive and which is the cheapest? Which one do you think is the cheapest? The cheapest would be competitor A, coming in around $30. So, which is the most expensive? That would be competitor B. Competitor B is the most expensive, coming in at $100, and that's without shipping. So even though the Aurora wasn't the cheapest option, it wasn't the most expensive option either. And that's because, like all Aurora LED products, they are priced in between the cheap, low-end stuff and the high-priced brand name lights. Which is why we always say that Aurora is the quality lights that anyone can afford. So lastly, what if you really love this light, but you're not a fan of the white color? Well, don't worry, because these lights are also offered in black. The part number will be in the description below, and the black version is exactly like this version, except it's coated in black instead of being coated white. So, just to recap the reasons why you need this Aurora spreader on your boat. 1, you currently have the halogen lights, which create that yellow dull beam, and you want a nice bright light. Your current LED spreader light has failed, has a faded lens, or it's filled with moisture. This Aurora spreader has a really wide beam. Remember, 120 degrees to be exact. It's compact, but powerful. Remember, 1800 lumens. And lastly, they're quality lights that anyone can afford. It's not going to break the bank. So you can find all these products, or all Aurora products, on our website at www.offbrandproducts.com, where we offer free shipping and same-day ship out if you order before 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you.